Hello, hello, and welcome back to my YouTube or Patreon, wherever you are watching this. This is your video for the month of February, and it is going to be, there's a little bit of a hint behind me with the open pantry, because it is going to be a bit of an organizing video. So, my boyfriend that lives in Sweden, is coming to visit in the month of April, which is really exciting. But something that I want to do before he gets here is just get some projects done around the house. Having a motivation to get something done makes it a lot easier to actually like start it and do it. So this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. Essentially, my brother has like every spice that you can possibly imagine. I'm not kidding, like in terms of kitchen spices. And I want to reorganize them because right now they're hard to find, they're in the way, they're like some of them are dusty that are like in the pantry and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna show you. But yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys along while I do that. I have essentially 5 weeks, 6 weeks to get a bunch of stuff done, including this. I want to just reorganize this entire pantry. So we'll see what happens. But today, yeah, I'm going to take you guys along on my journey of reorganizing the spices. So, real quick, I'll show you kind of where they all are at this current moment and what I need to do to get this project done. Okay, so this is one place that spices are kept. And this is like the most used spices, I guess, maybe. I'm not sure. But it's like in the corner of under the cabinets. And it's just very, very cluttered. And it's just like, I don't know. Again, not even easy to find or use or anything like that. We also then have the door of this pantry, where I have gone through and done some types of organization. Yeah, don't ask me why my brother has four things. This is my brother's house also. It's my brother's pantry and spices, so not necessarily all my stuff, but yeah, don't ask me why he has four things of black pepper kernels. But yeah, so this is a really functional like idea of a space, but again, for spices, if you don't unless you like know exactly where everything is, it's not that easy to find. So my solution is going to be this little cart thing here. I'm hoping that all the spices will fit on there. It used to have plants. It looks like it's dirty. It's just been outside at some point. I've cleaned it a bunch of times. It actually housed all of our cleaning supplies for a while, but there is a bathroom shelf that is empty, so I'm going to put all the cleaning supplies. We had more than that. I just already started this project. But yeah, I'm going to put all the cleaning supplies into the bathroom and then the bathroom closet shelves. And so then use this for the spices, hopefully. And right now, my plan is that I want to put all the spices out on the table, kind of see what we're working with, give each of the um, containers like a little wipe down, and then also see what we have multiples of, that whole situation. Because also, if we have multiples and if any of them are expired, all of that. So I'm just kind of going to do all of those checks. I'm going to put them all out on this table. And then my plan is to actually mark all of them on the top, like what they are, like write what they are with a Sharpie or a marker of some sort, and then put them on the cart in alphabetical order. My Virgo is really coming out in this moment. So we'll see execution wise if that's even possible. There might be way more than this cart can hold. I have no idea, but I'll catch you at the next step. It's going to be a lot shorter for you than it will be for me. All right, so we're back. This is all of the spices laid out again. Hopefully it's going to fit on here. We'll have to see. And I will say that definitely the one that we have the most repeats of is dillweed, which is interesting that I didn't realize that dill was classified as a weed. Which is funny because we also grow it in the backyard. And I also don't really like dill. I like fresh dill a lot more. I don't really put dill into anything. So, no idea what we're about to do with those. None of them have expiration dates. The other one, oh, I think we have two of these thyme leaves. And then everything else was pretty, oh, more dill. And then I think that some of these containers, we do have repeats in those containers. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do about repeats quite yet, but we'll see when we get there. It probably depends on how much space. Like, if there's enough space, then I might just leave them, put them all in there. But if there's not enough space, then I'll have to start making some decisions. I also, sorry, I just wanted you guys to be able to see my face for this part, but I also am now living part time at my grandparents' house. and they do not live there. They mostly live in Florida. And so I am part time. I'm there every other week. And so I might actually take some of these spices if they're ones that I like and I will use. I might take them there. So it's actually really nice to have duplicates of some of these, like the thyme leaves I'll probably take. And I think there was maybe double rosemary as well. So we'll see. But yeah, this has been fun so far. I'm just listening to my podcast. So now I'm going to go through and I need to go find a Sharpie and I need to start labeling the tops of these and then putting them on the little cart just to see, where we're going to end up in terms of space. So I'll catch you guys when I do that. I actually wrote black pepper. Okay, so this is how I am doing it. We have one like garlic flakes. Trying to do them all the same way on the top. Garlic flakes. And then it's going over here. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've done a few so far. You can see here, just put the garlic flakes. Sorry if you can hear my brother, he's playing the game in the background. But yeah, that's how it looks like now. I will show you once I get all those done. So I have those clear containers for the like bagged stuff. I think I might just try to put a couple of those in those, but we'll see how much space we have. You may have been asking yourself, Megan, what are you going to do about the spices that have black tops? There's a few of them, but this is my solution. I thought about trying to find another color Sharpie, but then I found that tape first. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do that, and I think it works. I think it works fine. I also think these ones, because they're labeled on the side, I might just put them on this bottom shelf, and since they're pretty easily readable, I also might take some of those with me to my grandparents' house. Over here are the ones that I'm gonna take with me, and then all those extra dills that I want to figure out something to do with them. Okay, I have to say that I am actually obsessed with this. Everything fit on just fine. And I even got those. They're in alphabetical order. And then in those two things, there is labeled different things that are in bags. And then a couple of the bigger bags are down there. And then, yeah, it's all just in alphabetical order. And it will fit in a bunch of different places in our kitchen really, really nicely. Okay, so also since that ended up taking me less time than I thought it was going to take me, and I just got less on video, not super exciting or anything, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a personal update here at the end as well. Because I mentioned before that I am like moving halfway to, or like going to do every other week at my grandparents' house. And that's a new thing that I am doing. I am helping them start to like go through things at their house that's still here in Kansas, and then living with my brother still at my brother's house, as you see, part time. Otherwise, I am taking my dog back and forth with me, which is really nice to have that company when I'm at their house because there's not. I have some family in the town that they live, or in the town that their house is, but I don't have a ton going on otherwise. So it's nice to have her here with me. And I am doing that for a couple of reasons. One, just needing, actually, really the only reason I'm going to talk about is that I have found myself in this new year, or like really at the end of last year, before I went on my long vacation. Because, last video I was in Sweden. So, or the last two videos I was in Sweden. I wish I was still there. But last year, I was just kind of feeling like I needed to get out of Lawrence, Kansas, which is the town that I live in right now. I was just kind of feeling that itch, that itch of like, I've been here, I've seen what I need to see, I've done what I need to do. And then, perfect, because then I met my Swedish boyfriend. I'm now planning to move to Sweden as soon as I possibly can, hopefully in the next year or so. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so it's kind of good that I was feeling like ready to leave. But in the meantime, I was kind of thinking like what middle ground can I do that's not just like getting up and moving everything and whatever. I thought about moving full time to Salina, which is the town that they live in or that their house is in. I thought about moving full time or seeing if I could move there full time. I really hardcore considered that. But I do really I have a decent amount of clients here for my odd job stuff that I do. I have very regular clients and I don't really want to bounce on them or bounce on that work in general because it's actually work that I really like to do. So I decided to do this sort of back and forth thing for also just the sense of adventure that it provides me. Because even though, like I said earlier, that I am a Virgo, I do have a stronger sense of adventure and sense of like need of changing things. And I'm not so rigid in my like I don't love to do the same thing over and over again for years. And I've had many years of consistency at this point. Like I had lived with my past boyfriend for 6 years and had a lot of consistency going on. And I did like a lot of aspects of that. I did actually really enjoy a lot of aspects of that kind of lifestyle of, you know, knowing what to expect and knowing what comes next and being comfortable and all of that. But also, I just get a little bored. I just get a little bit of the itch. And that's just a little something about me. Also, yeah, the hair is growing out from the shaved hair situation. And sometimes it looks like I could classify myself as having a mullet. Right now, it doesn't really look super mullety, but it is just like sticking up at random angles. So, woohoo! Okay, this is going to be me signing off, and I hope that you enjoyed watching me go through and get these things in tip top shape. I'm really excited. It's nice to have a reason, again, like I said, a reason to try to get stuff done, which is that my boyfriend is coming to America, to Lawrence. He's going to be with me on my travels back and forth from Lawrence to Salina and hang out with me for a whole month in April. So I'm really, really excited. And again, I have about 5 weeks to get both my brother's house and my grandparents' house to a place that I am excited about and feel good about and all of those things. So just steps along the way. And there's a couple other projects that I want to get done. So if anything, I will catch you on the next one. Bye.